Single women who have 2, 3, 4 plus kids, and you're out here dating, I need you to be very, very careful. I need you to be super, super careful while you are out here in these streets dating, okay? And I repeat, this is for my women who are single and they have 2, 3, 4 kids that are in elementary school or younger, okay? I need you to be very careful when it comes to men, all right? Because most times when men come into your life, I'm just gonna be straightforward now, they don't have good intentions for you, all right? Not at all. They don't have good intentions for you at all right? They're just coming into your life to play, okay? So you have to be very, very careful when you are a single mom and have very young kids, okay? And you have 2 and 3 kids and 2 and 3 different baby daddies and that type of stuff. You have to be very, very careful out here, okay?
Oh my God.
Fuck is you talking about?
Why do we spend so much time on these women with 3 or 4 kids, 4 or 5 baby daddies? Why don't we spend time with these young women that have no kids so that we can stop the cycle? Y'all want to pour all y'all resources into people that are damned. Like, oh yeah, be careful. These men coming in. No, you can't. They are going to let these men in regardless of what you say. How about we preach to a younger audience with no kids?
I think, Mr. X, there's a degree of jealousy because you are right. While putting all this time and resources into what we know to be a lost cause. So either a little bit of jealousy or just a bleeding heart to a fault. We can't save everybody. There will be dating casualties. Yes. But here's the thing. They don't have to be so much casualties if they recognize their lane. Be sitting there waiting on the Amazon man, waiting on the DoorDash guy, Uber Eats, Uber Meets. That be's about it. And on top of that, her filter is working overtime. These filters is like AI themselves. Look at that. That ain't you, sister.
Man, I hate these messages are piss poor. It's like, single moms, be careful, this and that. How about not be single moms? Where's that message?
So for y'all single moms, it's over. Figure it out, as my coach would say. Figure it out.
Okay? Because men usually do not have good intentions when it comes to you, all right? Now, why do I say that? So let me explain, okay? When a man meets a woman, okay, and she says to him, oh, well, I got 3 kids. First thing he's gonna wanna know is the kid's father in his life, all right? Or even 2 kids. And you say to him, no, I don't talk to him, we don't see him, all right? First and foremost, a man is not trying to take on another man's kids. That's number 1, all right? So what happens is that they automatically places you in a category, all right? They place you in a category quick, fast, in a hurry, okay? First thing they say most times, okay? Oh no, I'm just gonna hit it and quit it, all right? Oh, this chick got 3 kids, 2 kids, no daddy around. I'm gonna hit it and quit it, all right? I'm not trying to play with it.
Here we go. We don't disagree with this. Like I just said, why ain't you out of high school telling young girls this? Why are you telling this to a woman with 3 kids that ain't listening to you? Their lives are such chaotic as far as trying to work and babysit, make sure the car can stay on the road and rent. The last thing they're trying to hear is how to be responsible with their kudakata. They're not going to do it.
That time is come and gone. The sooner we accept the casualties, the better. It's a dark message to deliver, but we have become too freaking soft, man. I can't stress that enough. Either do better or be lost. And if you fall for 4 out here, you are long freaking gone. What does that mean? That means if you land a man, ain't gonna be nothing you ever desired. You're gonna be settling without. You're gonna be blessed to settle.
And like you said, a lot of people be scared and cowardice. They don't want to go into these schools and have these tough conversations, even on college or whatever, because you get to talking to these kids. Now these kids gonna have questions. You can't go in there with a powerful message and think they ain't gonna have questions. You can't be like, oh, don't they single moms and these women with 3 or 4 baby daddies and all this stuff. They're gonna be like, well, my mom is a single mom. My mom got 4 baby daddies. And then you got to be able to relate and be able to talk to them, which we can. We ain't afraid.
Like little Jimmy. Be like, yeah, which little Jimmy got four daddies running around? Which one of your siblings daddy be bringing the pizza? Oh, that'd be Elijah one. Like, do you get an equal amount of slices as Elijah one? Nope. See that? Don't carry on on that curse, all right? The curse of the pizza.
I ain't trying to be in nothing like that with her. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to be very careful about the men that enters your life, okay? Because they have already categorized you, all right? And most likely it's not a good characterization, put it like that, all right? It's not good, okay? They see you as a dumping ground, okay? As harsh as that may sound, okay? And I know that doesn't feel good, but that's just how men are, okay? They see you as a person, I'm going to hit it and I'm going to quit it. I'm going to give you an example, a visual example of how it looks when men, you know, come into your life and they already know that they're not going to stay, all right? But they have classified you as an easy prey, okay? You're one that gives up, you know, vagina quickly and easy, all right? And they also look at it like, this girl got 2-3 kids, different baby daddies, so she can't be too bright, okay? That's just honestly, that's really just how men look at it. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not even making this up. That's really how men look at it, okay? Because they look at it like, why would she have 2 and 3 kids, different baby daddies? This chick really could not be that bright. Okay?
Is it safe to assume, though, if a woman got 3 baby daddies, Nug gonna say she ain't that bright. I can get these cheeks easy. It's safe to assume, because she couldn't be that bright to let 3 men shoot up the club. That has to be a fact.
I'm gonna reword it so it really hits home. Nug be like, you risked your life 3 times for 3 ninjas you claim to not be worth a dang. Let that sink in. When y'all giving birth, y'all always say how tough it is, and we acknowledging it. You literally risk your life. That baby depletes you to the bone marrow, literally. And you did it 3 times over for men you deem to be not worth a fiddler's den. The 4th Nug like, you are low-hanging fruit. And he funky too.
Okay? So to give you a visual of what I'm talking about, prime example, and I love this young lady. I really do. I think her music is amazing. Summer Walker, prime example of how men look at her, okay? Men looks at her as an easy prey. Men looks at her as a dumping ground, all right? They come into her world, pretend as though they're really into her, but really and truly, they're just people, men, that are standing in line to have sex with her, okay? And once they hit it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, they're gone. They're gone in the wind, all right? Because they were never there to stay anyway, okay? This is how men look at women who have kids and they're all by different men, all right? That's how they do. They look at you as a dumping ground, all right? And this is why I say you have to be very, very careful as a single mom out here with men, okay? Because most times men do not have good intentions for women who are walking around here with all these young kids and do not have a baby daddy in sight, okay? You're strictly a baby mama to multiple kids, all right? So
I don't know. It seemed like to us, maybe, I know me and Mr. Walker got like a PhD in some of this stuff, but it seems like elementary 1 + 1. But even Kendra does this when she's talking to these women live and she's explaining some of this stuff to these women with 4 kids. And it's like, she don't know this. And then Kendra talk about now she's starting a group for women only. Everybody targeting women because it's a bag there. They see y'all lonely and miserable with no end in sight.
And why is it egregious? Let's get into it. She's talking about this women's only group because it is going to provide 0 result. It's going to be like morphine. Follow me on this. That's all it is. It's going to be morphine to the system. They're going to come in here and they all hurt. They ain't getting desired results. And they sit there and they have a gynocratic circle jerk until the pain subsides. And then they go out to the real world and then cognitive dissonance kicks in. And then they back at it. And it's a never ending cycle of pandering and getting to get to a bag via pandering. Ain't mad at it. Just call it what it is.
I say that because, again, Summer Walker is a prime example of that, all right? She is in and out of men, all right? And it's probably not even her. I'm not going to even say it's her, because I really see a young lady who just really want love, who really desires to be in love, and who really desires a partnership. So she opens up her.
So she can't just be a harlot, right? We can't write her off because it's Summer Walker. She got all these kids. She like dating nug-nugs. She was just dating a young rough around the edge brother. Now they broke up. All right. She got all these baby daddies. She's a harlot. Just because she can sing and sell records does not change that.
Just because she can sound all sultry. Yeah, exactly. And y'all idolize her. My goodness, stop that. That sister is a sultry, soulful harlot at absolute best. My goodness.
No, all I see is a girl that just want to be loved. She just want to be loved correctly.
If she wanted to be loved correctly, she would have ran towards love instead of wild, girthy nug meat. And that's where she ran to. I didn't heard a couple of her songs. They wild. Her SZA. Yeah, they just want to get hunched on. And then after they don't understand the message. They get alpha widowed over and over again. Summer Walker, SZA, you can't count how many times they've been alpha widowed. That's why they all hurt, keep making all these sad songs.
Hard, thinking each and every man that's coming into her life, well, maybe this could be the right one, or maybe he would be the right one. Oh, okay, this could be it right now. But what she doesn't understand, these men are just standing in line to tap it. That's it, all right? They're just standing in line to tap, okay? And this is why none of her relationships last, okay? Because they have already put her in a category, all right? To hit it and quit it, all right? Because once a man come into your life and you have multiple kids by multiple men, the respect is already done, okay? The respect is gone immediately, okay? Now, it's one thing if you were a woman and you were married, okay, and you have 2 or 3 kids, but you were married for quite some time, okay, it's looked at differently, okay, just so that you know, all right? It's
not really. You ain't a man, so don't speak on it. Don't say if you was a married woman and you divorced and you got 3 small kids, it's different. He gonna love you because you was married. Like I said, in the eyes of God and maybe society, but in the dating market, it's really, there's probably a 1 degree of separation, maybe.
That at the most 1 degree. My goodness gracious. Is stop this, sister. Again, the best point you made, Mr. X, was these sisters need to stop putting so much energy into these leftover women. And I'm gonna start saying that with no apologies, no disclaimer, leftovers, because it's over for them. And why do we need to accept this? Because it's good for the group. Stop putting time into these dead limbs on this tree and start feeding the roots, the babies, the youngins that ain't got a kid yet, that ain't been alpha widow to Hades.
That part, because I'm trying to see what her overall message is. She's talking to these single moms with 3 or 4 kids. Are you trying to shame them and try to tell women they don't need to be single moms? Or are you shaming men and saying men are wrong for not wanting to date these women? Men are wrong for taking advantage. Are you saying men need to take these women serious? Is that her message?
A little bit of both. The guy in accuracy would do that. A little bit of both. Yeah. Don't do it. But if you do, see, that's the problem. Ain't no but if you do. These are desperate times, called for desperate measures. Don't do it. Cause if you do, it's over. But she like, if you do though, here's plan B. You know, this is what you do now that you 3 for 3.
Looked at a little differently, okay? But if you are a woman and you have 2 and 3 and more kids, all right? And they don't have the same father, it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult, okay? And this is why I'm coming on here today, okay? To tell you, as a single mom with multiple kids, all right? By multiple men, all right? You're going to have to be very careful when it comes to men coming into your life, okay? I need you to understand that, all right? Because most likely, okay, and I'm like 99% sure, okay? 99% sure, yeah, 99. all right, sure that that man is not coming into your life for the right reasons, okay? So whatever energy he's showing you as though he's really, really into.
What are the right reasons? That's what I'm saying. She's being so unclear. She just gaslighting people. All right. What are the reasons? Are the reasons because he got sent by God? Should God send a man to a woman with 3 baby daddies front door and say, I was sent by God to come here and take care of you and your kids forever?
Okay, let's ride this crazy train like Ozzy Osbourne. So that is the criteria. He has to come in stating that he is here to take the package deal. I'm gonna throw up. He gonna take the package deal here for you and these children. These his kids now. Okay. Now, now Bonquisha has to do something too. She must give this man full authority of these kids. Overall reign over everything. He has the final say. Finish it. If we're gonna ride the crazy train. So you got to come in looking to play tap daddy, and you got to give him full authority. Now maybe we can make this work.
Man, it's amazing how God will send Adam a virgin. He seen Adam in the garden working hard. God said, I'm gonna send you a virgin. And for Bonquisha with 3 bastard kids, God said, I'm gonna send you a provider man.
Don't work like that. Yeah, don't everybody say they want them. What's that dude they say they want from the Bible? Took the woman, what's his name? I can't remember. Don't matter. But he put that woman to work. Yeah, they want an Ahab or something. Whoever that goofy ninja is. Yeah, you a baby mama. Even the Bible talked about your journey. You're gonna have to work extra hard. Boaz. Yeah, Boaz gonna work that ass.
To you, oh my God, I really want to be with you, this and the other. Most likely it's a performance, okay? It is a whole performance, okay? And in time, as you interact with this man, you will start to see the true colors and his intentions when it comes to you, okay? And most likely when those men come into your life, okay, they already have you on a time slot, okay? They already have said to themselves, I'm gonna mess with this for about 3 months, okay? I'm gonna mess with this about 2 months, okay? Because again, most men, okay, most men, all right, with the exception of that 1%, all right, when they run into a woman who have multiple kids by multiple men, they are not going to settle down with you, okay? With the exception of that 1%. Now, you may have that 1%, but most likely, nah, not at all, okay? They have put in their head, you are for sexual purposes only, okay? That's what they put in their heads about you, okay? So I wanted to come on and really, really talk about this situation and, you know, single moms with multiple kids and multiple baby daddies. I really need you all to definitely understand that most times when men come into your life, they are not coming into your life for the right reasons, okay? Now, that's not to say it's not possible. Let me say that. That's not to say it's not possible.
Man, this is crazy. This woman is an agent of chaos. No silver lining at all. At least over here, we come up with solutions. Y'all might not like them all the time, but we're not all doom and gloom like this. We don't ever tell Bonquisha she can't get a man. We always tell Bonquisha who this man is. We are solutions. We don't say, oh, no, we tell you some dusty, crusty, funky couch Negro. We'll tell you.
We reiterate. We drive the point home and give you a clear visual so you ain't got to guess. That ninja ain't wearing Italian shoes, ain't driving no S-Class. You smell him before you see him. Just take it in. And here's the thing. It's also documented, y'all, Bonquisha, if you love that man and pour in your femininity to him, you can get him to wash his stinking taint. You can. You can get him to change his drawers at least a couple times a week with some good loving. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to degrade and emasculate that funky ninja. Build him up. And what's the cry now? I ain't building up no ninja so he can leave me. Moving in scarcity and lack. Build that man up and ride off into the sunset.
Okay? But for the most part, all right, men are very, very judgmental, okay? And when they run into a woman, okay, that is a single woman, that is, and have many kids, all right, 2, 3, 4 kids, different baby daddies, okay, and you tell them your story, the respect is gone. All right. Now they're just in it to see what they could get for a few minutes, and then they're out. Okay. And in some cases, you tell them that you may not even hear from them again at all. All right. So I just wanted to make sure that you all understand, as single women with multiple kids, be careful out here in these streets with these men. Okay?
And it sounds like she's speaking from experience. This sounds like personal stories. I would bet she probably got 3 or 4 kids and she's been taken advantage of. So if you would have led with that and say, look, let me give y'all my story as a cautionary tale. But they don't do that. They project and they just agents of chaos.
There you go. Don't know how to humble yourselves. Humble yourselves. I forget what's the other word we chose to use. But yes, sister, humble yourself. Talk about the cautionary tale and your atonement. That's where the power lies. Y'all nullify y'all testimony by acting like y'all didn't have to make it through this storm y'all talking about. Y'all too good. Y'all bougie now. Y'all noses up and pinky extended. No, let us know where it hurt so that your message can have some power. Yeah, stop. There you go. Sisters, there you go. Another tidbit. When delivering your message, let the younger women know that you have a cautionary tale to tell so they can look at you and be like, okay, I don't want to be like you, nah, but that's what y'all don't want. No, you do want to be like, nah, no, they don't.
Okay, because most likely these men are not coming into your life for the right reasons at all. Okay, and like I said earlier about the young lady Summer Walker, who I really adore as far as her music, okay, that's exactly what she is experiencing. Okay, men coming in and out of her life only to hit it and quit it. Okay, they literally stand in line, all right, because in their mind she's an easy prey. Okay, that's it, she's an easy prey. All right, so now I know a couple of months ago she had did a post or something about she was done with dating because, again, she's tired of being disappointed. Okay, and I'm sure it's not even really her. Okay, it's what she represents. Okay, single mom, multiple kids, multiple baby daddies is not a good look for men. Okay, so I wanted to, again, come on, share this with you, lock it in, be careful, and stay safe. All right, and understand that men can be very, very, what can I say, savvy in their approach. Okay, you have to look beyond that. Okay, and look at your circumstances. Okay, and decide if this person is really into your life, coming into your life.
Here's my thing: is this new information? That's all I want to know, Bonquisha. Is this all new information? At what time in history were men going around courting and marrying women with 4 or 5 baby daddies as the norm? Like, oh yeah, that was the thing to do. Like, is this something new or has this always been this way?
I'm gonna say it's new. You know, we, Mr. X, you know, we do come from age where our elders come from the Jodeci, baby face, run your bath order when they get home from work type madness. But yeah, this here, full out courting fofos. I want to think, because even them ninjas respected the game. They identified you as a baby mama and moved accordingly as well.
So I'm saying this has always been the status quo. Single mothers with 3 or 4 baby daddies were never select women.
Never. No. Yeah, like in order to keep a man, yeah, you had to be one of the real good looking ones, dang near model-esque. Yeah, but yeah, I guess it's a shame how much information is not being transferred between these older women and the younger women. The bar is low. We keep saying it, but this is what it looks like when the bar is low. You got to say stuff like this that should be common sense or just observe reality, but it's not.
And I would say, historically speaking, for Black folks in particular, because we the worst off, we have never been having these women with all these baby daddies. Like I said, just for a short period of time, maybe if you're talking like the 70s and 80s, 90s, and the modern times. But before that, we were married at an 80% rate. All this baby mama-ism never been a thing. This is all new. So it
came in with this women's liberation. And here we are. That's why I say these women move like men. Observe, ladies. Y'all take on men occupations, y'all libido, everything, the way y'all think, y'all want to live the life of a man because for some reason y'all think it's more power and authority. Y'all finding out that the burden of a man is not easy to carry. That's what it looks like when doves cry.
Beyond that, okay, and look at your circumstances, okay, and decide if this person is really into your life, coming into your life to love you, or is he coming into your life to use you? All right, you got to be very, very careful, single moms, okay. And with that being said, have an amazing day, guys.
Yeah. So I'm over this woman. These women, shout out to the internet and cell phones. Any misandrous person can go live on the internet and get some type of traction.
Driving, sitting here spewing madness while driving. See what I mean? Y'all do too much. That's doing literally too much. Sitting there just driving in traffic. We can see you. Got to be illegal.
So as far as this woman and her misandrous self, we're gonna put her in the sub.
Yep, no glaze for you.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.